Let's record. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. I always like motivational quotes because they help me get my mindset, because that's what I had to do a couple times this week is I was in a funky mindset. And so just started listening to podcasts. Some of my favorite podcasts, if you guys want to write it down, let's see. I was going to share some of them with you. I really like for us, All Rise Up. That is one. If anyone wants to type it in the sidebar, All Rise Up. She's a presidential diamond in Australia. Love her podcast, especially if you go to the very beginning. She has some great ones. I also love The Network Marketing Mindset by Deb Erickson. She is a top mindset coach for a lot of people in doTERRA. So The Network Marketing Mindset by Deb Erickson. That's a really great one. And then the Life Coach School podcast by Brooke Castillo. The Life Coach School podcast by Brooke Castillo. I'll add all of those photos to our group tonight, but those are some that help me throughout the week when I'm getting a little bit of a mind funk. There's a lot of great ones too, but those are good, I just feel like, for our business in general. I like this quote because sometimes I feel like, especially in our business, sometimes when you're around people, not everyone is wanting to up-level themselves and to grow, and so they will tell you to quit. People will tell you to quit just to justify their own decision to give up, right? And sometimes it's totally true. I've had that happen a bunch of times. I've heard people talk about that. And you just got to really guard your mind and your thoughts a lot, I feel like, especially in any kind of business where you're an entrepreneur and you're going for yourself, that a lot of times people want to justify their own decision making. So they feel better about maybe quitting or to let go of something or not to try to go after something, right? So to always keep that in mind. If you're hearing that, are those really the kind of people that you want to be around all the time? Probably not. Another one, the only thing keeping you from getting what you want is the story you have about why you don't have it. That's from Tony Robbins. So a lot of us have a story of why I haven't hit, this rank, why I don't get people coming to my class, why I haven't got a builder. And you sort of want to unpack those. And if you're meeting with someone on a weekly basis, like a mentor person, maybe try to write down this week, maybe 2 to 3 thoughts that you have in your head that is something that's holding you back, right? Like, what is something that you keep telling yourself over and over again about maybe classes, maybe builders, your rank, whatever it may be? What's that story you're telling yourself? And how can you get past that story? Because again, the only thing that's keeping you from getting what you want is the story you have about why. Okay. Another one that I like is this. This is a painful one for me because I really like growth to be linear, but growth is not linear, right? And a lot of times we feel like our growth and our effort that we're putting in should show up right away. I was actually listening to a podcast, a Christian one today, and it was a message talking about how a lot of the times the hard circumstances we go through build that muscle that we're going to need for growth. And that muscle grows through hardships. And how, a lot of times in the Bible, it tells us a lot of these verses, we should be thankful for these hard trials. And a lot of times in the trial, I'm not thankful. I'm not feeling good. And a lot of times maybe in your business, you're not thankful for your trial that you're in. But that is going to build muscles for you so you can get to the next level. That's going to build it to where when you have other people that are in the business with you and they're going through something, you're going to be able to give them advice and relate with them. No business is without troubles, without issues, problems, and growth is not linear. So you're not always going to see, income going up at all moments. That's just not the case. And that's okay. It doesn't mean something's wrong with your business. Now, of course, if it's an extended period, we want to look at that and we need to grow and change. But as long as you're still showing up every single day, you need to realize that growth is not linear, and that's okay. I think that sometimes, especially for us that are really go-getters, that's a little bit hard to hear, but we really need to understand that so we don't get discouraged. Let's see. Something. Okay, let me see. I thought I muted everyone. Let me try that again. But maybe I didn't. Mute all. all participants unmute themselves. Continue. Okay, there we go. Okay, here we go. Let me go back to sharing. And then this is always a good one, right? Goals have no expiration date. And I know some people could maybe use this as an excuse, right? Because sometimes we do need our goals to be right. We need to set a goal that's like a sooner goal. But a lot of times, most people use goals, if they don't hit them, as a real negative and are thinking bad about their business, right? So a lot of us just heap, shame on us, guilt on us, rather than to realize that if this business is going to be a business you're going to do the rest of your life, that you're going to be able to pass on to your kids, that you're going to be getting residual year after year, your goals don't have expiration dates. If you're really wanting that 250 bonus, that $1,500 bonus, whatever it is, you can keep working towards that and you will be able to get that, right? It might not be as soon as you want, but your goal does not have an expiration date. And just to remember that, take it down a level, reassess yourself, get in the right mindset, go back at it. But that just because you didn't hit it in the exact time you want, it's over. You only have one rule. You can't stop. You can go as slow as you want or you need to, but you cannot stop and you can never drop out. And I feel like that's so true because a lot of times businesses are hard, but the people that are still sticking with it are the ones. I always make the joke that it's like, if you give up on your oil business, no worries. All your customers will become mine soon, because I have gotten so many people's customers. They have shared the oils at one point, and then for whatever reason, they stopped doing it. And literally, all of their customers come to me and I love them. They already liked the oils at one point. It's really easy for me to connect with them. And I'm like stoked, right? All I need to show them is great customer service and education, and they are sold and they're so thankful for me. So just remember, someone else is going to take all of your customers that you got at one point and you put a lot of effort into when you give up. Because the thing about doTERRA is the products work. They're awesome and they're great. The thing that's going to stop your customer from coming back to you is customer service, education, and support. If you don't offer that, they'll go find someone else that does, right? And then they're going to reap all of that you could have been reaping, all that residual income you won't be getting any longer. Someone else will, because they've stuck with it longer. And I really have to say that, not that I ever want to steal someone's customers, but so many people start direct sales and MLM businesses, and it's so easy to start, and it's even easier to give up on it. That's why there aren't maybe millions of people that have hit, Blue Diamond, Presidential Diamond. It's that a lot of these people, I met one lady on my last trip that I was at, and she's been doing it 10 years, and she hit Presidential. 10 years. What if she would have given up on year 2, right? 10 years. She hit Blue Diamond 58 months in a row. Every single month she hit Blue Diamond, but she hit it 58 months in a row. What if her mindset would have been off? Don't you think? She said time after time, and I know everyone's like, oh, Blue Diamond, we feel bad for you. But if you're that kind of person that's working on your business and you hit Blue Diamond 58 times in a row, you feel like, man, what's wrong with me? Why haven't I hit Presidential? What's this? But she didn't give up. And now she hit Presidential. That's what you have to keep in mind. No matter at this level, if you're an elite, premier, silver, executive, whatever it may be, you're going to have to break through those no matter when you're that stage or when you're later on. It doesn't change. What changes, did you work on those muscles earlier on so that when you're getting to the bigger things and you're having to lead a team, that you're strong enough to be able to do it? Because if you can't get your own mindset right, there's no way you're going to be able to lead a team yet. So you have to learn, how can I get my mindset right every day? How can I show up every day and do all of those, Blakey, go to bed, all those kind of things, so that when you have a team and you have teammates that are having a hard time, because believe me, I have that a lot, and I need to be able to show up and figure out my ish and then be able to help other people figure out their ish. And I've had a lot of time to work on my own issues because I keep showing up. So hopefully those are a couple good little motivational quotes for you guys. Is Malia on the call tonight? Let me see. If you are, can you comment or unmute yourself? Hopefully she is, but I don't know if she is. Don't think she is. So I'm going to chat about her next time then, because I had some things to say about her, because I feel like she's showing up so well in her business. But I will wait until she is on and do that, because I definitely want to congratulate people who are really showing up. And I feel like
She just got on, Mel.
Oh, she did? Malia? Can you hear me?
I'm here. Hey.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, you're talking about me?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to give a little shout out. I was thinking about a couple, different people that came to my mind that I feel like are just showing up day in and day out without any excuses. And I feel like you came to my mind. I feel like you have every excuse in the book. You're a new mom. You have tons of kiddos. You have another business, a family, all of this stuff. And I feel like you could have so many excuses going on, but I keep hearing, I'm like, oh, wow, Malia went all the way to Utah for a training, right? She said yes to it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Malia was just told that premiers could go to, doTERRA's leadership retreat, and she's on it. And I'm like, that is so awesome. She is literally not letting anything stop her. And so as a little congratulations, and to help you out a little bit more, one of my favorite social media tools is one that one of my friends puts together. It's a monthly membership. She's the one that gets a lot of those new labels that I've been using. She designs them and has photos. So you're going to get a year free subscription, Malia, to Shop Smart Get Social, which is her. So I'll email you. But I just want to say congratulations for keeping at it. And I'm super excited to see you at leadership.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have any pieces of advice for us for like what has made you really,
But yeah, I'm totally committed.
Say yes to it.
I'm
like,
diving in.
What is that thing that has kept you at it? Oh, sorry. Did you hear me?
Sorry, I got cut off a little bit.
Oh, no worries. I just wanted you to share, is there something that like maybe was a switch for you that you thought, I'm going to give it, I'm not going to let anything stop me. I'm committed. I'm going to do things that are hard. What are those things that you're telling yourself so that you're showing up?
Yeah. I think it's easy to like kind of dip your toe in the business and kind of let things slide. But I feel like if you're going to be successful, like truly successful, I think being around other leaders in doTERRA was like a switch for me, because this is not just something they're dipping their toes in. It's something that they're showing up every day for, and they're committed to their team. And then I see just like kind of the level of, I don't know, that level of commitment is contagious, but I think it's just like going all in, because if you're going to get to that level, you can't just like really be partial on it, I don't know if I'm saying that well, but
I love everything that you're saying.
Yeah, I think it was a switch of just being around other leaders, and then kind of hearing like, okay, well, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to jump off and, do everything I can to make this business successful. And with Elisa's way, it's a little bit slower because you're sampling everybody up front. But what I've noticed is the people that become interested in are buying into the lifestyle. So like this gal is hosting for me this week, and she's just like all passionate about it. So she's a potential builder. Like, I don't know. So the people I'm investing in are going to be the builders. And I think it has refocused my mind on like what to focus on. So yeah, I think sometimes you get in this business and you like, don't know, there's so many things and you don't know what to do. So it's nice to have like kind of a plan before you too. And I feel like the recent training just was great. And I know this leadership training will be great too.
Awesome. I'm so glad. Thanks for sharing that. I mean, everything she said, I just loved. I totally agree that I'm going to go on and just make sure I mute everyone again, since we love baby sounds, but then Patty and everyone will be able to hear. But thank you, Malia. I really, really love that. I really think that's true. Let me see. if you show up to events, especially bigger doTERRA events, they say your business by statistics, real math, grows exponentially. I don't want to quote the wrong statistics, so I won't say it, but showing up to these things does something. That's literally the thing that made me decide to do this business. Was Carly, the lady above me, said, I'll pay for you to go to leadership just one day. I had never been to any doTERRA event ever, right? And I showed up for one day and something changed inside of me. And that's when I decided, right? And I also, what Malia said is, I decided I was all in, right? And I think that's huge. And I love what she said about the new training. It can be slower at the beginning, but the people she's investing in are amazing, right? These are people that really want the lifestyle, that are going to be sharers and builders and customers that you get on the LRP. So thanks for sharing. I thought that was awesome. I loved it. If anybody has any questions, of course, let us know. But I'm going to move on to product training real quick on YaroPalm. Most of the information that I'm sharing is in the ebook, but I just want to remind you guys, I saw a lot of you guys sharing about the Raven Star oil. Look, I can pronounce it a little bit better this week. I've been practicing, which is awesome. I think we have a couple more days, like 5 more days, right, for the product of the month. You get it for free. Now let's really try to focus on educating on that a little bit more. We still have 5 days left. Show people how you're actually using it. Maybe you got your oil actually in now. Show them how you use it, why they need it, and things like that. And then let's move on to YaroPalm, because you get 10% off on that this month. And we have 2 great ebooks. So the 2 ebooks you're going to look for in the back on our customer group is the Lightning Glow and then the doTERRA new products. The Lightning Glow is a great resource to really educate on a ton of topics that women especially really want all year round, but especially in January, February, all of these kind of months, right? Boost your metabolism, detox your body, harmonize your hormones, get more energy, and get glowing skin. So let's look at what YaroPalm does real quick. I'm going to pull up this graphic for you. Let's see if I can see it. Oh, wait a second. Sorry. Didn't put it in my folder. Let me just grab it real quick as I'm staring at myself. I had it here. Okay, wait 1 second. I like this one from Oil Magic because it's a really great detail on it. If you don't have the Oil Magic book, in my opinion, it's the easiest book for customers to connect with and get a reason right away of why they need to get this oil and why it's good. So here's Yarrow. Now, you don't see skin right at the top one, right? But skin's one of the biggest selling points. But look, arthritis, muscle issues, pain. This is a great one for internal or to massage in the area. Muscle injury and cramps, scars, acne, varicose veins, hemorrhoids, eczema. These are huge issues, and all of this one oil does that. Congestion, detox, digestive discomfort, headache, heart attack, inflammation, metabolism booster, muscle spasms, PMS, and weight loss. If this is not an oil that everyone needs, I don't know what is, and it's 10% off this month. So you really want to spend a time. Don't overwhelm customers with it. Maybe each day show up and educate a little bit on Yarrow, right? And that constant repeat of why they need it, the testimonials and the before and afters and all of those are going to sell them on this oil. And then you can show them how they can combine it with the oils they already have. So I love that graphic for actually using Yarrow. Then if you go to our ebooks, right here, like Lightning Glow, this is going to be a great one that you can talk about how this, oil already, look, you can copy, and this is what I love about this, copy and paste the entire thing. There's your Instagram or Facebook post right there. You don't even have to change the words on it if you don't want to. It goes over everything. Then it has before and after photos on here. These are great ones for customers. And then it talks about how doing this protocol balances your hormones when you're adding in the turmeric, the black pepper, the pink pepper. And then what does that do? A lot of people got weight loss. Not every single person. When I'm telling somebody something, I'm like, if hormonal issues are yours, this is going to be a top one because it's going to be balanced out hormones. Now, I did not lose 10 pounds instantly when I did it, but that doesn't take away from the fact that I legitimately had customers say, this changed my life. This protocol is amazing, right? So I don't want to over promise and then someone be bummed about it. So I always give like a realistic expectations, but these are legitimate people who actually had weight loss. So these are great ones to just share, right? To screenshot, to tell people about, and then go over why this works with your body and talk about how they can use it. So that's going to be a great one. Then the next one is going to be, this ebook, which is the new products one, which is a great one to send customers because it has the adaptive line and everything. But when you scroll down, we're going to be talking more about, I would say, skincare a little bit more, but you're going to see glowing skincare system. So you can talk about Yarrow, and then you can also educate on the capsules, because no one's going to go out and buy a new supplement if you don't go over why this works. But look at all this great information we have on what is actually in those capsules. This is really awesome stuff that's in there. And so this is a product that someone needs to commit to using if you actually want to see a difference. And that's why we need to educate them on. But again, the skin renewal one, we have before and afters. We have like great DIYs with it. And then we have even another video here. This is a great one you can send a customer, that Emily Wright does on Yarrow Palm, and then it links to the Lighten and Glow. So I would say try to jump in and educate on Yarrow in the coming weeks, and then Raven Star a little bit more, and then why you're really going to want all those On Guard products for free. Those are going to be the main things you're going to want to jump on, because you're getting all the freebies, and things like that. And then any customers that did start last month, a great thing to say is, well, what if you want to get Yarrow for free? Why don't you get oils this month and spend $100? You can get Yarrow for free next month. Now, Yarrow in their mind is this crazy expensive oil. They can get it for free the following month. So that's another kind of thing that you can talk about. Spend it right now. You get this amazing oil for free next month. Does anybody have any questions about Yarrow or where these resources are at or anything like that? No? Okay. So we're going to move on to the main topic for the night, which is customer retention. I'm getting more and more passionate about customer retention the more I do this business, because I realize this is really where all of the money is and how it makes your life way easier. What, like Malia talked about, is investing in these customers, right? A little bit more in the beginning, because then they're going to be turning into legitimate customers that love the product, that sing the praises, that want to host classes, that want to be sharers, that want to get their friends and family using, and then maybe eventually even builders with you. Now, this takes an investment, but with an investment, you're going to reap the rewards rather than getting a quick and easy sign up and then not getting anything down the road. No one's really that excited about $20. I'm not, maybe you are, but if you're excited about 20, you should be way more excited about the potential of making even more money when you can actually get your customers educated and retain them. So I'm going to read a couple quotes on customer retention, and then I'm going to go over some ways that you guys can get better customer retention. So let me get my little quotes over here real quick. Okay. Okay, I love this graphic right here. This is really a good visual, and you can sort of see, and maybe you want to go through your customers and really look at your customers and see where they're at on this. The magical beanstalk of customer loyalty. So when you're first meeting someone, they're a suspect. You fit your target market. Maybe you wrote them on your 100 names list. Then you have a prospect, someone who has taken action, and you've given them the details about maybe doTERRA, maybe some products that they would like, and maybe even ask them, giving them a sample or something. Then you have a shopper. A shopper is someone who's bought once from you. Now, even if they have a membership underneath you, if they've just bought once, we're putting them in the shopper category. Now, you actually are having a real customer when they bought a second time from you. So ideally, you want to get a customer by month 2. You want them to buy again from you on month 2, maybe even a second time in the same month they got started, because you educated them so well that they couldn't wait till the next month to put another order in because they had to get stuff. This last month, I started a new lady and her husband had great results and she was so into it. She's bought 3 times now and it's been not even in 2 months yet. And they're big orders. And she's just like, oh, I just put another order. Oh, I just put another order. My husband used Digestin. It was so amazing. I mean, this lady's into it. Now, one thing that I did was I did invest and I actually gave her an oil magic book with one of her kits she got. She was already looking up the oil magic book, ways that her family could use the oils more. Now, that book did cost me money, but if I think about how much money I've made on her now, I made more money than the book cost me. And now I've created a customer for life, hopefully. She's already on the LRP and she's really, really into the oils, right? Now she's even buying supplements. When you get someone to buy a supplement, that is a great thing because a supplement is normally something they're going to be using every single day. And that is something they're going to want to get cheaper on the loyalty rewards program. Then when someone becomes a member, you sort of given them a sense of belonging. So what does that come from? That means when you've had in-person, when you've done a wellness consult, maybe you've invited them to a continuing education class, or maybe you're a part of the Facebook group and they know they can go on there and they can search a topic and get answers and get advice from somebody. They feel like they're a part of something. Then the next one is an advocate. They introduce other people to your business, right? A referral, right? This is awesome. When you can get someone else to give you customers, that is the best thing ever. It makes your business so enjoyable and easy. You have someone there that's cheerleading you on and pre-selling you, this person to you. So when you show up, you're already the person that has rave reviews. They're so excited to talk to you and they are ready to buy. And then the last one is someone who is a raving fan. They insist that others use your business and does the selling for you, right? I have one of those customers right now, and let me tell you, it was so great. I'm trying to get this new customer on the LRP. This lady sent her to me. I signed her up. She was a referral. Now, I didn't even get to get this lady on the LRP yet. This raving fan already told her about the LRP, why it's such a great program, actually went over to her house and helped her get on the LRP even before I did it. And now she put in an order. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I want raving fans. This is so amazing. So maybe go through your people and say, where are my customers at and how can I get them to the next level? What do I need to do to get them from a suspect to a prospect, a shopper, a customer, a member, advocate? And finally, how can I turn them into a raving fan? Right? So that should be all our goals. And just like you did your list where you rate people, like with a Lisa Devi's program on, your prospecting, you should go through your current customers and you should rate them on where they're at right now in this beanstalk and see how you can get them to the next level, because that will really change your business once you can get them up the beanstalk. Because if you just keep them at shopper, they might order once, maybe twice a year when it's BOGOs, right? But that's not really giving you the stable residual income that you need to keep your business stable and help it grow to the next level. A shopper is not going to do that for you. It might help you hit rank, like a higher rank once a year on BOGOs, but it is not going to help you solidify that rank and get you to the next level. That is when you need to get members, advocates, and raving fans. That's either of those categories is when you're actually building a real business, right? So let's keep that in mind. I love that visual. I thought it was really helpful. Here's another quote. The key to customer retention is to build relationships with meaning beyond the business transaction. This is when you're investing with people. That's when you're trying to be belly to belly with them and see what their kids' issues are, or their husband, or their friend or family member, or their parent, and how you can do this. This is maybe when you have friends or family and you actually do life with them, right? One time I told one summer when I was like, oh, how am I going to get people to come to my classes? Some people aren't at summertime. I just started opening up my house for summer play dates. And I didn't even really try to sell the oils. I was just trying to build more relationships with a lot of people that were my customers or maybe potential. And I put a water pool out in the front. I just said, said, bring your kids over, I'll have stuff. And then I gifted everyone a free roller bottle just for fun. I didn't even talk business about them, but probably once in the day, everyone said something to me about my oils, either asked me about my diffuser going, thanking me for the oil blend, saying, oh yeah, I meant to want to come to one of your classes. It was very easy. I didn't try to push anything, but I was building into a relationship. So see how that is, whether you're showing up to a Pilates class or what it is, but you need to try to build some relationship beyond the business transaction and really invest, whether that's sending an ebook to them, you know, having them come to a customer education class. How are you helping to build that besides the first sale? Because after that, the first sale, they're just staying at the very low level on that beanstalk. Every contact we have with the customer influences whether or not they'll come back. We have to be great every time or we'll lose them. And a lot of times people just peace out, right? Maybe life, they're exhausted or they just don't get back to an email or a text or a DM. I am very, very good about getting back to people right away. And I do hear from customers a lot that they're so grateful and thankful that when they have a question about their kid's fever, that I actually answer it. And sometimes it's an inconvenience to me, but when I show up for them in their time of need, they are so grateful, and I know that builds a relationship. So make sure you're actually trying to meet people, maybe even when it's an inconvenience to you, when they really need you, that is a great time. Or I had people ask me, you know, oh, I feel sick, I got this. I'm trying to make it a point to the next day actually go back and say, oh, how are you feeling? Did that help? You know, something like that. Check in and actually have a relationship with the person. And that builds customer retention for sure. Another quote is, the key is to set realistic customer expectations, and then to not just meet them, but to exceed them, preferably in unexpected, helpful ways. And so you want to let your customers know what you're going to give them, and then maybe throw in a freebie, throw in your favorite roller. I did that the other day, and the customer was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much, right? She knew what she was getting from me, and I threw in something extra. Or whether that be an ebook or whatever it is, go above and beyond, set an expectation, meet that expectation, and then exceed the expectation. That is a great way to build a business. Do what you do so well that they will want to see it again and bring their friends. That's Walt Disney. And I feel like that's true for me. Like if I invite someone to a class and they come and they have so much fun and it's so informative and great that they Instagram about it, and then the next time their friend wants to come with them. That should be our goal when we do events, right? How can we get the next person to come with them? All right, let's see this one. It is not the employer, it's not doTERRA who pays your wages. Employers only handle the money. It is the customer who pays your wages. So if you're not happy with your wages, don't get frustrated with doTERRA. They have an amazing compensation plan. It's your customers. It's you retaining them, you educating them, you helping them figure out what they need to purchase, you going and getting new customers, you getting referrals. That is what's giving you your paycheck. So if you're not happy with your paycheck, don't complain about doTERRA. Complain to yourself on maybe the things that you're not showing up for, right? That is where our income from. That's where we get our wages from, is from our customers. And sometimes that's hard to hear, but it's so, so true. If people believe they share values with the company, they will stay loyal to the brand. This is when we want to talk about source to you and purity and why we don't buy our oils at Target. This is why we want to talk about doTERRA and how they give back, how the, we help everyone in all the different countries and all of those, sharing those videos that really connect people with who is actually growing our oils and how are they getting impacted. Those are the things that people can tap into, sort of like the Tom shoes, right? People buy into that. You want to help people buy into why are they not buying doTERRA on Amazon or going to, another store to get oils? Why is it through doTERRA? And a lot of that is the shared values. So that is an important thing to remember when sharing about doTERRA. Okay, let's see. Oops, that was the wrong thing. Okay, one thing that I recently had a customer write to me is, oh my goodness, thank you so much for all the info. You've truly been so helpful. Truly appreciate it. It can definitely feel intimidating not knowing what you'll get yourself into, but you've been awesome. Thank you. right? We want to take down the intimidation, help educate, help them feel comfortable, and give them all the resources and be there along the way. A lot of times it's baby steps in the beginning, but once you invest in someone, they are going to be there because you really help them get over that hurdle in the beginning. That is very key. They have, something I meant to add one more to that. I had actually was past someone who used to work for me, and she got started with oils. She got started with someone else, but today she put, "Thanks so much for reintroducing me to oils. The resources you provide are so awesome. I search the Facebook page probably weekly for help. I didn't have this kind of support before, and I'm loving it." That is what we want to offer as a community and a group, and what's going to make you different of why they're not going to buy their oils from somebody else or another company, because you gave such great customer service and helped them so much that they want to show up for you, and that's where they want to get their oils from. I love, love, love. That's my favorite kind of comment to get. If anybody has any questions or feedback, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go into some of my other things real quick. I'm going to take my share button off real quick. I get that. No. Sometimes I get lost on this Zoom thing. Does anyone else get lost, or is it just me? Okay, here we go. Let's see. This is so pathetic. Okay. Oh, stop share. There it is. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. Shannon wrote, the ebooks are super, okay. I have a question to find those resources. Okay, yeah, all the resources are in our customer group, in the photo section, in the album section. Then in the albums, there's a bunch of different albums, and one says ebooks. There's a lot of other albums that are super helpful too, but there's an ebooks album. All of them are linked in there. That is a great way to help customers learn, to tag them in there, to give them education throughout the month or whatever is in those ebooks. We put a lot of effort into them. We have the Valentine's Day one up. You can totally still use all of that, but they're really awesome in there. doTERRA, if you guys don't know, I'm actually going to show you real quick too. There, I shared my screen one more time, is look at all the ebooks, if you don't know, that doTERRA has. Let me move this over here. All you need to do is type in doTERRA ebooks. They have so many great ebooks. It's not even funny. I love their ebooks. If you're looking for more content or something to send a customer, essential oils for beginners, 100 uses for essential oils, aromatic, topical, internal, essential oils in children, sleep, cooking, cleaning, focus and meditation, weight management, emotional. Look at all these ebooks. Science, chemistry, lifelong vitality, science workbook for kids. This is amazing content. A lot of people don't use this. These are huge ebooks. These are all, type in doTERRA ebooks. They're right there for you. So we have ebooks. doTERRA has ebooks. There's lots of information to share with people, and they love this kind of stuff. Just don't overwhelm people and give them more ebooks, like 10 at a time. Give them one and then use that as something that you can pepper throughout the month or months to come of great education. And a lot of those ebooks are really easy if you want to screenshot and use that for story posts for your Instagram or things like that, or for classes. Great content in there. Okay, let me go to one other thing. No one's talking much. I love when people talk. When Malia talked, it was really awesome. So if anybody wants to share anything along the way that helps them with customer retention, let me know. And then I would love for you to share. But I'm going to keep going. So for customer retention, this is key. When you get a customer, right away, you need to follow up with them. Do not wait a week to get them their Intro to Oil ebook, to add them to the Facebook group, to send them an education. Don't wait until they get their kit. Right when you sign them up, the moment you sign them up, if you can, at least by that night or the next morning, send them an email, a welcome email, a text, whatever it is you want to do. I tell people the best chance of you ever booking a wellness consult where you actually meet with the person in person is to book it right at the time you sold them the kit. Why? Because they just bought something. They spent their own money and they found it valuable. They want to get educated. They're going to be stoked, right? Because they want to learn how to use these. They want to make roller bottles with you. So right when you sell them the kit, Then say, okay, let's set our wellness consult up. I'd love to meet with you. I'll bring roller bottles. We'll make them together. That is going to be enticing to them. Get it booked on the spot. Do not wait until they get their kit to book it. That, I think it drops like 50% chance of you being able to get it by that point. Book it on the day, the moment that you sell them the kit. That's the best chance. Now, if they're over, not local to you, set up an online chat if you can do that. That's a great second step. Now, for some reason you can't do the next two things, I want to show you what I've done. I use Instagram a lot and or Facebook, right, for me to communicate with my customers. That is how I do almost all of my personal communication with customers. That's why I'm so active on Instagram, is every day I'm on there and they know they can reach me on Instagram all the time, and I'll always give them, my attention and help them. I can tag them in past posts. I can educate them on new products that they want. They see it all the time. That's what I love Instagram for. And the other thing I did is I added IGTV videos. You guys can totally use them. I'll add them to the builder group as well. They are already in the customer group for you, but I'm going to add them to the builder. But let me show you what they look like. I did, I think, 5 different videos. And this is what they look like. Right when a customer gets started, I send them all of these different videos. The first one is all about the first one is a mini oil class. It's called I Got My Oils, Now What? Now we are going to start doing weekly training. Can you guys see this? Did I share my screen or is it still my face? All right, share. I did share my screen. Sorry. Okay, here it is. So here it is right here. So I have videos on my IGTV and they have links where I can either text it, DM it, or email it to a customer. And that's what I do. I email them all the links to these videos. Then when they keep asking me questions in the DM, I'm like, oh yeah, this video is great. I'll resend them the video, right? Because a lot of times when you first meet with something, most of it goes over the customer's head, right? So we have to remember that and keep educating them and giving them like little baby steps. So my video is mini oil class. It's 12 minutes long. It's not too long. And it goes over, now I got my oils, now what? It's also a great video to send to someone if they're curious about oils, but they can't come to an in-person class and you want to educate them right away. Then the next one is, let's dive into other products that I love outside the kit. This is a great way to segue in to the LRP and other products of why they're going to want to order. Then I talk about all about the doTERRA membership. That's where I reintroduce the LRP. I talk about the Facebook group, the 25% off, all of that. Then I give fave oil resources and a sneak peek into our oil community. So you can see a lot of people, 3,000 views on this. This is a great way to get your customers using it right away, and they all have links on them. Again, I'll post it to our builder group. If you just want to keep it copied and pasted in a certain area on your phone or your emails, you can just link it. They can watch me. Or if you want to make your own videos, you can do that too. But if that's not in your time frame, just use mine. I already did all the work, and this will get them something they can watch right away. Now, if you don't want to send it to them all right away, send them the mini oil class right away. Then in a couple days, say, oh yeah, I want to give you a little video that goes all over your doTERRA membership. Send it to them there, and so on. That is a great way to get them a little bit of education at a time. Now, if they have questions on how to order, this is a really great one as well. So if you go on to our customer group, this is always pinned in the post at the top. You'll see right here, there's a welcome pinned post. You can always welcome people in this announcements. It has another ebook linked, and then it has very short videos on how to log in and place an order, how to edit your LRP, how to process and check out of your LRP, and so on. These are, again, short 2-3 minute videos, and that you can send it to them. These are easy resources that people want, and you can send them that will help them feel less daunting about the whole process, build the relationship, and get better customer retention. Okay, so those are some of my favorite ways. So let me go back to this real quick. Okay, so setting up your customer appointment right away, getting them plugged into the Facebook right away. If they don't have a Facebook account, give them the fake Facebook login. We have a fake Facebook login that everyone can just send. They can log in themselves. Get them right away plugged into that. If they can't find it on Facebook, we have a Facebook little link. It's really easy to. Now, one thing that I found that really helped for me is I was sending out roller bottles for my customers when they got started, but I sent them out empty. I was like, well, this is less work for me. You have all the oils. You should be able to fill them. I'm going to send you your little recipe card. It's super easy to do. I found that no matter how super easy it was to do, at least about 50% of them never made their roller bottles, barely used their oils, right? So what I found is way more people use their oils, posted about it on Instagram, got excited and got on the LRP and made a new order when I pre-filled the roller bottles for them. So now every single time I sign someone up, I pre-fill all of their roller bottles for them. The other thing I do is I don't just fill it with the oils that are in their kit. Why? They already have those oils. They bought them. What do I want to fill them with? I want to fill them with oils they don't have. Now, some of the oils, when I'm making them their wellness roller bottle, yes, I'll fill it with On Guard and frankincense and things like that. But when I make them a sleep blend, I'm not putting lavender and frankincense in their sleep blend. What am I putting in? Serenity, Balance, Vetiver, Wild Orange, all oils that are amazing and they're going to fall in love with, and they're going to say, I love that Good Night Sleep blend. How can I get that? I'm like, oh, here's the recipe. It's the best. I use Serenity for everything. You know that sleep spray you see me using all the time? It is so easy to make. You can totally make it when you get Serenity. Get them excited about other oils. If you only give them the oils they have to try, there's no excitement for them to try other things. They haven't bought it yet and they already made a big investment, right? The other thing is you know those little dropper bottles that I uploaded to Facebook for the builder group and said, oh, these are great sample bottles? Take those and fill those with some other blends that you know they would love to try out on the diffuser. If they try it out in the diffuser and they love it, they're going to buy that oil. They're going to want to rise. They're going to want, Citrus Bliss or whatever it is, the Anthropology blend. Send a couple diffuser blends in there. That's so little money in those tiny little bottles. That will give you some ways to talk to your customer. Oh, how did you like those new diffuser blends? Which one was your favorite? I always love hearing which diffuser blend is people's favorite, Ask them, do you have a specific issue you're dealing with? Make them a roller bottle for that. Don't just make them the basic roller bottles. They can make a tummy roller bottle. If they don't have tummy issues or asthma issues, don't give them the breathe roller. They can make them themselves after they see how easy it is to use a roller bottle. Make them one for their gout or their psoriasis. And when they fall in love with that roller bottle, then they're going to be like, oh yeah, maybe I should get that Yarrow Prom. It works so well on my psoriasis. But if you only use the oils that are in the kit, then they don't need to get any other oils. So I like pre-filling and making sure I give them stuff that are outside of the kit. If they have kids, send the kid a probiotic, right? Those Pixie sticks are amazing. Kids love them. Send one or two of those. Send a cough drop. Send a toothpaste sample, a deep blue rub. Whatever it is, send it to them so they can try something else beyond just what you got them out of the kit. That will, again, give you a better chance of getting a reoccurring order. And we all have to remember, you get 20% of the order from whatever they're purchasing within the first 60 days. So when my customer who just bought 3 times and it hasn't even been 2 months, each of those orders, I got 20% of. So if you're thinking, oh, that first order has to be the biggest, I need to really secure that. No, what you really need to secure is the second order. You want to make the second order within the first 60 days on the LRP, and you want to make it even bigger. That is how you're going to get customer retention. That's why I don't mind if I sell a smaller kit, to be honest, in the beginning, if I do a great job of educating, because then I know they have more budget and wiggle room and they need more oils. Now, if you can sell the Natural Solutions kit, by all means, go and sell it, right? But if you're going to sell the smaller kits, you better learn how to get them into the other oils, because there's so many other oils outside that basic kit, right, that they need to love. So you need to really educate on that. And that is a great way to get them to order another time, is by sampling the Arise, the Serenity, the Balance, the Adaptive. Give them a little taste of it for the issues that they really deal with. And then they're going to be way more likely to be like, I need this. How do I do another order? That's what you want to hear. It's way easier than, hey, Sally, didn't you use your oils? I haven't talked to you in a long time. Don't you want to order again? Don't you want to host a class? They didn't even use their oils yet, right? You need to get them using their oils right when they get them. The other thing is I incentivize stuff all the time. And I know a lot of people might think small-minded and think scarcity mentality of like, I only made $20 on this kit. If I give them $10 worth of freebies, I didn't make very much money. Or you can think about, if I invest $10 into my current customer, I will make them a customer for life. This is called customer acquisition. When you do a Facebook ad, people know if I spend this much on the Facebook ad, but I get this customer to buy 3 times again or on auto ship, it's absolutely worth the $7 to $10 I spent, right? So when I'm giving freebies, I really don't care that I make no money basically on my fast start the first month from them. Now, if I did not get these customers ordering again or on the LRP, that would be an absolute stupid business model, because all the money that I just made, I wouldn't get any money from them ever again. Of course, I wouldn't want to give all the money that I got from the customer, away back to them. Like, how would I make money? But where's my real income? I'm going to show you guys my income in a second, and you're going to see where a lot of my income comes from. It comes from my reoccurring customer orders, that these are the ones that order a little bit every single month, and I get a tiny amount of money. That is where I make my money every single month, and that I will continue to make in all the months to come. I do not get a lot of my income every month from my fast start. At the most, I make $2,000 a month in fast start, which is great. $2,000 a month is great, right? $2,000 a month is not the same as $30,000 or $14,000 in Unilevel, right? What's way more? I want my Unilevel. I want my $1,500 bonus. So I'm okay giving customers freebies when they get their welcome kit, so they freaking fall in love with their oils and they want more, right? I don't care if I'm sampling them Yarrow Palm in a face serum, because Yarrow Palm is so expensive. I want to sample them that. So they say, that Yarrow Palm was so good, I guess I'm going to spend $90. I shouldn't be, I have to. I love this face serum, right? That's what you want to do. Now, if you don't do a good job of educating them, they're not going to order again. So you don't want to give a lot of free stuff. But if you're really committed to building a business, give your customers a ton of incentives to keep ordering the first couple months. That's what I did. I'm in Prime Wellness Club right now. If you know what that is, it's trying to get, the top 25 people in doTERRA, get a secure spot where they get income, whatever, off of it for the rest. I didn't think I had a chance. I'm up there, and how did I secure it? By getting people on the LRP. I had to get people on the LRP within the first 3 months, and I got the most points if I got them to spend $100 on the next 3 months after they got started. Now, that can be a little daunting. If I think about that in a scarcity model, which I absolutely have, I'm like, I just asked them to buy a kit that was like 160 or 275. Now I'm saying, can you buy 100 again, and then 100 again, and then 100 again? How am I going to do that? And I'm telling you, I have that scarcity mentality in my brain. Even with my bakery business, I talk myself out of charging expensive cakes, because I'm like, I wouldn't spend $1,000 on a cake. Why would you want to spend $1,000 on a cake, right? So I'm like, Melody, shut up. The person was fine spending $1,000 on the cake. They wanted it, just go ahead. But I talked myself out of it and discounted a cake before, because I'm like, who would spend $1,000 on a cake, right? Whereas when I know the value of the product and I know these oils will change their lives, I know if I can educate them and get them using the oils, they will spend $100 next month, because it worked for them and it changed their life and they loved it, right? That's a different mindset. And I had to get myself in that mindset if I had any chance. And the other strategy I used was giving a lot of freebies away. I don't care. I spend month after month. My husband's like, you're sending a lot of packages to this person. I said, yeah, that person ordered every single month over 100, and she sent me a lot of referrals. I'm going to send her a lot of freebies, right? That is awesome. This lady taught someone how to do the LRP without me even having to do it. She's going to get freebies from me, right? That's how you get people excited. That's how you get people asking you, okay, it's my second month. How do I get my freebies this month, right? I'm totally okay. I have lots of oils. I will give you. You want a fat burner roller? You want something for your baby? Let me give you a roller bottle for that, right? So whatever it is within your budget, right? We all are on budgets, but you also have to not have a scarcity mentality and realize that investing in your customers is a part of the business, and you getting them to order more, get referrals, and get them to want to host a class, right? So if you could commit to really incentivizing your customers for the first 3 months of them getting on the LRP and ordering, I think that's a great strategy. I'm going to show you a couple DMs that I have with customers back and forth, where they literally were asking me about stuff and how I got them to want to get on the LRP. So they see my cute roller bottles. I don't sell them to people, and they want them. So here we go. So I've got good news. I have a friend, Melanie, who will be getting a hold of you soon to order a kit. I sent her the one that is currently on your order. Also, I had no idea I get 25% off. Yay. I would love to do the loyalty rewards program you mentioned because I watched your video. That's the one I sent her on her membership, right? I have about 8 oils or blends on my list and was going to ask you for advice on the best way to get them so I could start making my own blends. When you educate people, when you incentivize people, they want to do this, right? She signed up her boyfriend and her mom with kits and got on the LRP, right? It was awesome. Another person wrote, oh, this is the same person. This is my answer back to her when she said she wanted to buy roller bottles. So typically I don't sell my pre-made roller bottles for people just because I don't have enough hours in the day for everyone that asks me, sadly, but I do offer them free custom rollers a couple ways. I have a lot of customers who are first starting out with oils and want to grow their collection and get the most savings, or freebies, and they use the Loyalty Rewards program. For my new customers that order on the Loyalty Rewards program and spend 100 points, I picked 100 points because I got more points on the Prime Wellness Club. You don't have to pick 100 if for some reason you think the customer is not gonna, but don't have the scarcity mentality. People can spend 100, but if you really think that person can't and you still wanna get them on the LRP, pick 50 PV. That at least will help them grow in the LRP, okay? And then if they let me know, I send them a little gift in the mail for the first 3 months. If you'd like me to help you come up with an order with some of the products that you know you really want to get this first month, then you can order through doTERRA and I will send you the additional free custom roller bottles as a gift. Here's the video that goes over the Loyalty Rewards program so you can watch it. The videos are great because sometimes if you talk too much, it goes over their head. Let them watch a video that clearly explains it, or a graphic. Do not try to DM them a 10-page thing. This is a very long DM, but the video is better in my opinion. That was just one customer, but I have a lot of interactions with customers like that where they ask me for cute stuff that they see me posting about and they want them, right? And I always tell them, you totally can get that. And then even if the customers past 3 months, I had one to, this month, oh, how can I get those new teacher roller bottles? And I saw that she hadn't ordered in a while. And I said, hey, if you do 100 PB order this month, I'll send them to you for free. She's like, oh, great, just did it. And I'm sending them to her. Why? Because why not? It was like $5 my dollars. That's for $100 order. She's going to love them. She's going to use them and it'll keep her more excited about the oils. I am not scarcity when wanting to give gifts. I freely give them and customers will love you when you give them free gifts. So use your oils that you have and bless people with them. Roller bottles are not that expensive and neither are labels. And it's the easiest way to get customers using the oils, sharing about them, posting about them, and getting you more referrals is doing the roller bottles. That's what I personally have found. Okay, I know I'm talking fast, but if anyone has any questions, let me know. Okay, a couple other things. Let's see. Remember, you are investing in your future residual income if you can actually get them to love and use their oils. That's the whole reason we love this business is residual income. I'm going to show you my residual income so you guys can get an idea of what residual income, and I want you to go look up how you got paid last month. If you go onto your own doTERRA business account and you see the little graphic that has the arrows up and down and shows, hopefully they're more like this, but sometimes they're up and down with your pay on the different months. If you click on that dot, it should pop up a PDF and that will show you exactly how you got paid from doTERRA. So for mine, here it is right here. Let me share it. Move it over here. Okay, so this is residual income. Look at all of these pages and pages of the little amount of dollars that I got paid. This person, 72 cents. This person, $8. This person, $6. These are people that order every month, most likely, on the LRP. And because I built this business for 7 years, I'm getting an income off of them every month. Whether it be 50 cents, whether it be $20, I'm getting a little bit of income. And this might look daunting to you and you think, how could I ever do this? If you're thinking of this as a lifelong business, this will be your business. When you keep getting customers, you support them and you get builders and they get customers and they support them and so on. This is exactly how the business is when you stick with it. If you don't stick with it, you absolutely will not get this. The most money you'll get is on your fast start, right? But if you build it for life, this is what you get. Pages and pages of residual income. And this is what happens when you get a customer that orders monthly. This is stable. My residual income, even if I stopped doing it and never hit my rank, I would at least be getting $14,000 a month in unilevel commission. This is even if I never hit my rank, if I didn't hit diamond, blue diamond, premier, nothing. Say I got no bonus for that. Just my unilevel from everybody underneath me ordering just because they love doTERRA, I get $14,000 a month. Then when I help get my 3x3 bonus, my $1,500 bonus, you can see I get that. Then I get a bonus for hitting diamond. Then I get a bonus for hitting blue diamond. This doesn't even account for my fast start, right? That money, that $1,500 or the $2,000 that I get a month that I put right back into my customers and right back into you guys, that does not account for that money. But that is what is residual income. That's what you're working for in this business. You're not working for fast start. It might seem like that in the beginning, but that is not what you're wanting for your business. You want to get customers that are on the LRP and order every month, and then you will have a stable unilevel. That is truly what shows you what is stable in your business is your unilevel, because that really doesn't fluctuate month to month. Even if you have a low month, it typically stays about the same. It's very stable. So that is just a visual that I wanted to share with you guys on unilevel. So hopefully that helps. And you can look that up in your own business so you can see what is my unilevel that I get off of my customers. And if it's a small amount of unilevel, then realize I need to do a better job of getting customers for life that order every single month. Maybe I do a great job of signing people up, but I do a sucky job of supporting them. We all have downfalls and weaknesses, so figure out what you're really good at and then make sure and focus on the things that you aren't good at so you can raise those up. Because I'm not good at a lot of things, but I try to learn more and more of what I suck at, and I try to work on that even though it's not fun, because I know that's really probably what's going to help my business the most. Okay, I know I'm getting late. It's 9:04, but and I was like joking and thought these calls were going to last for 30 minutes, and clearly I talk way too much. Okay, okay, so the last things I want to talk about is a couple other ways to get them plugged in is going to be our continuing education classes, our 8 weeks of customer education classes. And I wanted to show you guys the graphic. I thought I would have the dialed in schedule of exactly what our classes are going to be, and I almost do, but I've been going back and forth with people. If you want to commit to teaching classes at the location in Costa Mesa that I'm paying for right now monthly, starting mid-month, reach out to me, and I would love to get you a scheduled class there and get you supported. What ideally we want everyone to do is to one person sign up as a teacher with at least 2 people signing up as helpers in the class. So you're not teaching it, but you're there to support. And that way we can feel like people can send it, their customers there, even if they can't make it. Now, ideally, we want you to be there if your customer is coming, but we don't want you to not go if you can't bring a customer, be there. So Brittany, Patty, and Shannon are amazing, and they have committed to doing continuing education classes for us on the same day at the same time for 8 weeks straight. So this is huge. So we really, really want to thank them. We want to also show up. If you're going to send your customers, please show up so that you can actually help that customer get on the LRP, because Patty, Shannon, and Brittany will be focusing on their customers. We don't want your customers to be like, hey, someone talk to me. We will help them, but everyone's going to focus on their customers first, so make sure and support. Now, we have to edit this a little bit, and I'll send it out. We know 4/12 is Easter. I guess Brittany told me, so we're going to change this around a little bit, but this is going to be the schedule. Now, remember, I showed you that we already have all of these graphics for the classes made with the PowerPoint completely made that was made from one of the doTERRA leaders. So you really just have to show up and educate and support, right? I have my oils now what? Nutrition and supplements, toxin-free living, oils for young and old, Symphony of the Cells, stress, sleep, and emotions, women's health hormones, and oils for pain management. This is how you're going to get your customers to be consistent and get on the LRP. This is how you're going to give them a community. This is how you're going to get them on that beanstalk of, going up and really getting them into our community. Now, we also want to do this every single week for online classes, but I cannot commit to doing one every single week. I want to, but I am like at my limit of commitments. So I really need you guys to step up and say, okay, I can commit to mastering this one topic and I will teach it. And then you'll teach that class once every 8 weeks. So if you can do that, please pick a topic and let me know tonight or tomorrow so we can get this on the list and actually have a schedule and get this going, because we really want to, but we need you guys to show up. The slideshows are already all done. It's going to be just like a 30-minute class, basically. You just need to show up and do a Zoom chat. You can pick the time, and I want you just to be committed to it so that our customers know, so that you guys know and can let your customers know. Every single week at this time, we're going to have this class, and here's the schedule for the next month, right? So if you can do that, you reach out to me via email, or if you have a text, if you want to text me or DM me, that's fine. Let me know what you'd be open to teaching. And then pick maybe 2 dates or times that work for you and let me know, because we want in-person and then we want continuing education. And then I'll share this graphic so that you guys can send people. The classes are open to everyone, Kim. I know, like I have my main qualifiers. We want to open to everyone, but if you guys want to be a part of it, you have to show up and help us, right? So if you want to do it, then, and you're like a leader that has a team, you just need to show us how you can help and serve in this way so that you can be part of it too. And you absolutely can, and you can send people there. You just can't send everyone to the class and then, you know, put it all on Brittany, Shannon, Patty, because then they're going to be like, oh my gosh, this is too overwhelming. I can't support all these people. So make sure and show up too. But you know, it's pretty easy to say, oh, I'll show up if all the papers are there, all the books are there, all the oils that are there. You just have to show up, right? But yes, let's see. Okay, here we go. Awesome. Yeah, Shannon's already said she has had a great response with this. Patty too, Brittany. Awesome, Jenna. Perfect. Thanks, Kim. So yeah, let's show up. And like Kim, you know, if you want to teach an intro to oils class once a month there, you know, you can do it. And then again, we can open it up to everyone. And then we'll get that on the calendar, because otherwise it's going to tap us all out. The other thing I'm going to open up is my bakery as a location too in Long Beach, so that we can have, if you have teams in Long Beach, and then we'll have the Costa Mesa one. So if you want to do Long Beach, that's fine. You just have to let me know. And we have a Long Beach community too, but it's just a lot of, you know, things to manage. So I just really need commitment and specific dates so I can actually get it out there and we can really get it going. It's going to take a little while to get like all the forms printed and things like that, but we're going to really do it. Okay, great, Kim. Yeah, Long Beach is awesome. My bakery, you know, is open on Sundays in the afternoon, or Sundays we're closed completely. And then at night after 7 o'clock, we're closed. So then 7 o'clock classes can be there. Good. Ashley, I know Candace wants to do it and Beth can. So maybe we'll have like a Long Beach committee, and then you guys in Long Beach can really commit to doing, you know, a continuing education class and then intro to oil classes. So if you are a Long Beach person and you let me know, I might just like get you guys all together and you can get your own Long Beach text thread so you guys can work it out amongst your Long Beach people. And then once you come up with all your Long Beach dates, let me know. I'll print out a form and then we'll have that open to everyone. That's going to be our goal, is to have Long Beach and have Costa Mesa every single month, with once a week at least an intro to oil and a continuing education class once a week in person and online. If we can do that, I really, really think our businesses are just going to grow, and our community is going to be one that nobody can touch, right? Our community will be the best, and I'm really, really excited about that. So, oh, perfect. And Shannon's saying she's working on a North County location. So yeah, we can totally expand this and get this out there, but I'm really excited about this. So I'll get those dates out for sure. If you want to mark it down, Lindsay is committed to teaching at the Costa Mesa location this month on the 25th. So that is going to be an intro to oils class on the 25th. I will make a graphic and get that out there. If you want to come be a supporter of that, meaning like I'm going to for sure show up, I can, you know, be there to help with things. Let me know and we'll put you as a supporter. Cheryl made a sign up thing, which I'm going to put on too, but I just haven't finalized that, and that will be a little bit easy for people to actually sign up. So yeah, so it's a lot of info, but I think this is the way that we are going to get that customer retention, and I'm really excited about it. So Remember, let me know if you can do an online one or if you can do an in-person one, either in Long Beach or Costa Mesa, and what you can commit to. And then anyone is welcome to come, but you want to make sure that you're showing up as well. And yes, Patty reminded you, please, if at all possible, don't send people to classes unless you sampled them, because we really want to create that environment where everyone's already stoked on the oils and they're just ready to buy, right? It'll create such a great atmosphere. With that. Now, of course, if someone's like, oh, I want to bring my mom, and you didn't get a chance to sample them and it's the day of, say, bring your mom, of course. But again, our main goal is to pre-sample every single person before they come to the class. Awesome. Well, does anybody have any questions before I jump off tonight? Thank you guys for showing up. This is awesome. I love meeting with you guys. This is definitely a lot for me to do on Mondays. I'm finding it's like a battle for me to get all prepared on Mondays, but for you guys showing up, if you guys are getting stuff from this, I will keep showing up. If at one point you aren't getting anything from it, then I'm going to have my Monday nights off, but I do love connecting with you guys. I hope this was helpful. I hope this will get your mindset a little bit more on customer retention and how that builds your business, and how signing up customers is great, but if you can't retain them, it's really not that awesome, right? And your business will grow so much more. So I hope you have a wonderful night. Let me know about the classes. I will try to get set class dates up with schedules to you. I have tomorrow off that I can work by tomorrow. So if you can commit to something, try to reach out to me tonight or early tomorrow morning so that I can get you on there, so I don't have to keep revising the schedules over and over again. And yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your night. And I will record this and put the Zoom link up if you have team members that you want to tag in it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.